Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, like and stickers, commenters, subscribers, all subscribers, just generally anybody who watches these videos. Welcome back to another one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have had a request by a Fuzzy Moto to give some beginners advice. Now, I will be brutally honest. My advice is my opinion, and your fault if you listen to me. And for any idiots, that's a disclaimer. So, first, I mean, it is totally subjective. Different people will give you different advice about being a beginner rider. My first bit of advice was get yourself some decent gear. You know, go to like the J&S or Infinity Cycle or Infinity Bike Shop, because getting yourself some good gear, you're investing in your own protection, because obviously you're a new rider. You're gonna be more maybe susceptible to accidents, or near misses or crashes or things like that there. So investing some good gear will ultimately save your life. Second bit of advice would be always stay cautious. As I say, always stay frosty. Always stay frosty to means always stay alert. Even when you're with your mates. I mean, I know this time it's the social distancing is happening and nobody's riding as much. But when you're out riding with your mates, don't be arsing about, because arsing about means you're at risk of making mistakes, and then accidents happen, and then people fall out over accidents. But keep it frosty for me would be the main one. Don't be riding tired. I mean, riding tired is about as worse as driving with your phone, or riding with your phone in your face. You're having a few beers before and then riding from your mate's house after a couple of tins. It's not acceptable. So keep alert. Do not, and if you're starting off, this is mainly for, say, the first year, don't be buying a phone mount for your bike, because number one, you're not impressing anybody. Number two, you're distracting yourself. And you don't want to be distracting yourself, because everything leads to an accident, and depending on the accident, you mightn't survive. So don't be putting the phone mount. It's a distraction. Don't be riding and trying to film with your phone, because it's just, you may as well just ban yourself from driving there and then. The other ones would be, maybe don't consider doing motovlogging for at least 6 months of riding, because again, it's all about distraction. Like, I'm talking to you now, and I know that my camera's right there, I know it's recording, and I'm giving it the hand movements. You might want to do the same thing to convey a point, but you wouldn't have gathered that skill range. You wouldn't have gathered that skill range to maybe adapt to the situation. I'm not saying you can't motovlog if you want. If you want to do it, you know, you're not gonna listen to me. You're gonna do it, but it's kind of like a necessary evil. Like I still to this day make mistakes, and I'm trying to motovlog it, and you don't post it because you know you were the one at fault. And the other ones would be like, no matter how much money your mummy and daddy paid for the bike, you are not God's gift to biking. But ultimately, I know they sound like nitpicky things, but it's just things that would make common sense at the time. You know, it's for me personally, when I first started getting into 125s and stuff, it was all about ego. And a lot of the time I ran out of talent very quickly, and I scared the bejesus out of myself. And I think that's one thing I'm trying to convey is don't be the guy who runs out of talent. You know, everybody started on a 50 or a 100cc or a 125. You know, yes, fine, you progressed and you went direct access and you got your 600 or your 500 or whatever. And what? Everybody started at something. I think with some bikers it's all about bravado, and it's like, I have this and I have that. And look at my big shiny motorbike, and I only ride in the summer, and I'm like Valentino Rossi in the summer. Doesn't mean nothing. The many people who have came to me and have tried to play that card swiftly get ignored. I find very regularly I do that now. I just ignore them. They're not even worth talking to because it's ego. Yep. Try and get off it sensibly. So yeah, don't be running out there thinking you're God gets the biking, because you're not. And you'll swiftly find that out when someone hands your ass to them. Oh dear. Garage is all sociably fucking distanced. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. That's all I can think of at the minute. But don't forget, like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. We're gonna keep chugging along. Keep them coming thick and fast. Don't forget, keep it lit. If you can't keep it lit, don't be a beginner.
Incoming!